Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about sleeping and swelling after a hair transplant. So I kind of already went through what my entire experience was in a previous video, which I'll link someone in the description, but if you haven't checked that out, you should definitely check it out. But today I want to talk about the sleeping and the swelling, but let's start with the sleeping. Now, let's be honest, nobody enjoys uncomfortable sleep, but after a hair transplant, you're going to be having very uncomfortable sleep. But you know, for me, it's been 8 to 9 days now, and thankfully now I'm allowed to have comfortable sleep. And by comfortable sleep, I mean laying on my back without worrying that my grafts are going to be falling out, which is good. Once you finish your transplant, they will tell you straight up that you cannot sleep the normal way that you've always been sleeping, and you'll have to sleep at a 45-degree angle with a neck pillow. And that's about it. In order to do that, to achieve that, you have to stack up as much pillows as you can behind you, put the neck pillow on, and then just sit down and sleep. Imagine it's you're on an airplane and you're trying to push your recliner seat back. That's pretty much how it's going to be, but all night for 7 days. Fun. So for me, I got myself a new travel pillow because my existing one was destroyed on the first night. What I didn't realize was that the amount of healing that your donor area is going to be doing, especially when you have this black plastic over your back of your neck, it's going to be seeping and dripping in blood. It looks like you're in a horror movie when you wake up the next day after you look at your pillow. But in any case, I decided to go and get myself a fresh new one. By then, the bleeding had kind of stopped, and thankfully, this is a really good kind of material, a very softish material, and it doesn't really annoy the back of my donor area as much. The other one did, unfortunately, but yeah, this one kind of gives me a little nice soft feeling. They told us not to put it over your head like that because you have a chance of touching your grafts, but instead you have to kind of just go to the side and put it around your neck, and then voila. But that's pretty much kind of how I've been sleeping. I basically have set up my bed in such a way that thankfully I have a lot of pillows. I would highly recommend you get a lot of pillows if you can. But basically I'm laying out at least 4 to 5 pillows on my bed first, so I can kind of angle myself up, and then eventually I will start to put my pillow back on as I showed earlier, and get onto the bed and start getting to the right position. As long as I'm 45 degrees angled up and my head is not touching the backboard or the pillows below, especially where the grafts are kind of placed, then you will be good for as long as the night goes. The next morning, as you wake up, again, you kind of have to be in the right state of mind to be able to understand just to sit up straight and get off of the bed, because there are many times where you don't realize, if you're so used to sleeping and moving left and right, you're gonna, accidentally hit something, but you have to try your best not to. And I would also say that I think you'll be fine, because honestly, you're not gonna get that much of sleep. It is very difficult to sleep that way. My first couple of days, I got 4-5 hours max of sleep. It was definitely tough, but it's doable. It's definitely doable. Not to discourage anybody, but you just, once you get into that system, you'll be totally fine. Like it's once you get used to the angles and the way you sleep, you'll be good. All right, now the swelling. So the swelling part, of course, it comes with it after the amount of anesthesia that's actually injected into your head. On the first day, my entire forehead was like an inch thicker than this currently, and it basically looked like my brain was bigger than it should be. It was also really red at the top, but since then, obviously, it has come down. The first 3 days, actually on the second day, I believe they actually give you a band to wear around your head. I'm not going to put it now because it's kind of gross. The band on the forehead kind of prevents the anesthesia from dripping down onto your face, which is, it's good, because then your whole face is swelled up for the first 3 days. The consultant instructed us to remove the band after 3 days, and once that was removed, then you can kind of see the swelling kind of moving down a little bit towards the face. At some point, my face definitely looked like Mr. Potato Head, but you know, it's fine now, as you can tell. But the swelling, I don't think is the worst part of it, to be honest. It's just nerve-wracking when you see your face a different size than you usually do for a couple of days. After the third day, once you let go of that band, maybe for like 1 or 2 days maximum, your face is a bit poofed up. But again, you know, we've all seen better days. It'll be fine. There are also medication that the clinics provide to reduce the swelling, which you take once every day for at least 5 days, I believe. It helps reduce the swelling quite a bit, and you know, your whole look comes back to how it was from before. But overall, my grafts seem to be looking okay so far. I have to rub off the scabs in a couple days. The donut area is also looking a little better than it was a couple of days ago. It's still a little sensitive when I sleep, but again, I think over time that's going to get reduced. You just have to be a little patient overall for everything. Alright, I think that's mostly all I wanted to talk about today. If you have any questions about pre-op or post-op, or anything at all really, anything about hair transplants, comment below. Let me know. I'll be happy to answer as best as I can. Of course, like and subscribe if you want more videos like this, and if you want to follow me on my journey to see my hair grow back eventually. Alright, peace out. Thanks. Bye.